I got some great news today. Fantastic, a big compliment. I'll tell you, this is I I'm very tempted. I'm trying to stay humble, but I am humbled by this, by what happened. After I put up that video, you reap what you sow. That last video about getting your songs heard. All day I've been answering people's comments, and I would advise you, if anyone comments on your song, strike up a dialogue. Don't be afraid to don't just say thank you and leave it at that. This is my advice. Thank them and elaborate, and thank them for their kind words or whatever comes into your mind. To leave it open for a reply. And if you have to reply, that's grand. Take your time to communicate with your listener, because a lot of your listeners, when you bond a connection with them, they'll support you more. They'll look at your music more, and they'll give you the fuel to keep going. The lads around Ballyman and all the boys that I know around the country that plays guitar, I'm going to have great crack with this one. I got this message, right? In a guitar group of acoustic guitars, offering me to be group expert. So you can imagine now the slagging I have over all the lads. I'll say, lads, you're going to have to call me expert. But you know why that happened? It's because I spent all day, I put an effort into every single person that commented on my song, and I'm doing it all day. There's a lot of comments on my last song. A lot of comments. What? A money plays. It's at 5,000. It was, what was it at earlier on? 3,900, 5,000 plays now. And I took the time, and I always do that. I take the time to thank anyone, and if they put in short or lovely or whatever, I say thank you very much. But if they say something about the song and what they liked about it, or something about their life, I I give them feedback, and I do it as if they're beside me in a pub, But that was a big honor. 265,000, and I'm a group expert. I just was delighted. You see, if you make the effort with your listener and connect with other musicians, and don't be all about me. I know fellas that just are the most selfish musicians. It's all about them. You'll follow their page and you'll comment on all their songs, and they won't comment on one of yours. I'm done with those fellas. I'm done with bad manners and one-way streets. No more one-way streets, lads. No. It's a two-way street when you're dealing with musicians. If they comment and they like what you're doing, do the same back, and even strike up a conversation if they want to strike up a conversation. Take the time. It's just as important to acknowledge people and other musicians, and even listen to their songs if they ask you. But that's great. I shared it on Facebook. There might be a little bit of a begrudgery at home, but I might write a song about this. I might write a song about this. And it's a great. It's a great introduction to any lads, that was slaggy and say, "Hold on, I'm a group expert." I just thought it was funny. I couldn't believe it happened. But that's because I put in the effort to be nice to people, and they all listen. And the more nicer I was to people, the more my song got played, and the more they're all music, all guitars, the whole lot of them. So I have a new role. I don't know exactly what it entails, what I have to do, but I think I might have to listen to people's music. But I don't mind, because this is going to. I believe this will strike up connections for me all over the world, and it'll create opportunities. I might get my sister to look after my dogs, but I have a feeling I'm going to be praying and playing abroad soon. So there you go, and just so that those who think that I'm lying, I'll make a short little video after this one, and I'll prove that I'm not lying. So there you go. And if I didn't invite you, you're a Facebook friend, and you've been commenting for years on my songs, if I didn't invite you yet into the group, it's because it was a spur of the moment thing, and I had 2,500 friends, and I had to I had to just add a certain amount of people, and then when I added the certain amount of people, I got in. I had to join other groups in that in relation to guitars. I had to join several groups as part of me as part of the initiative of being a guitar expert. So there you go. Very good news. I'm delighted. God bless you all.